How's it going, everybody? Akibana Zero here with another RWBY Volume 7 reaction. Today we're checking out Chapter 7, titled Worst Case Scenario, which is pretty fitting considering what happened the previous episode. Top highlights from last time, we had Robin ultimately losing the election despite the premature partying. We had Tyrion wreaking havoc all over the place, and Arthur doing his thing with covering it all up and making it like Penny was the one who was actually doing it. So that's also the other highlight. Penny has been framed for whatever happened in that party, which was pretty dark, actually, and a pretty big bloodbath, I have to say. But then biggest highlight of all, Ren and Nora finally kissed, which was pretty amazing, Best highlight so far of the entire volume. And this is pretty much, I think, the best episode of the volume so far. Lots of tension, lots of big moments. Definitely sets the tone for the rest of the volume. So now, what we got to look forward to is the aftermath of all of that. So let's see. It's going to be a pretty wild ride, I think, from here on out. So let's check it out. Rooster Teeth.
Keep dreaming about a better world. You keep wishing for some clarity. Always hoping that a lightning bolt is gonna save you from this gravity. You're holding out for some romantic life. Maybe you'll wake up in a world of charm. Oh, but what's here can set you free. You don't have to dream. Your life's a masterpiece. If you just believe, then all you see is all you need. Right now your hopes are shattered, just pointless ever after. But in time you'll find from love your power just shines. When you don't know where to turn to, and you're sure all hope is gone. When the day you waited for won't come, and dark won't yield to dawn. Trust light. Open up your eyes. Trust light. The truth is there, but sometimes in disguise. The way that say that we're together, holding toward the light. When we trust in love and open our eyes.
Ooh. Oh, poor Penny. Getting comforted by a robot hand. Very bittersweet.
Citizens
Nah,
of
just bitter.
Following the most recent grim attack, a temporary prohibition of assembly is now in effect. There are to be no public gatherings of any kind. Please conduct your business and return to your homes before curfew.
That sounds pretty fitting to what's going on with the world right now, right?
Hey! Stop right there! Stop running! Wait!
Though military officials have gone on record to say the footage was doctored, many citizens are still insisting that the Protector of Mantle be deactivated.
No, don't deactivate Penny. What do we have here?
Civilian, you are obstructing an Atlas military operation. Please step aside.
Everything all right over here?
Oh, bye-bye truck.
Hello?
Hello. Oh. Ah, that's pretty cool. What the? What just happened? Did you? Oh my God! Does she have like another dimension in her hand?
More people are dead. Penny's been framed, and somehow Jacques Schnee is sitting on the council.
That's the second shipment for Amity that was hit today. It seems election night was the last push Robin needed to go from hometown hero to full-on vigilante.
I'm afraid the problem is more complicated than that.
It seems Robin has emboldened our suppliers in Mantle. They're refusing to sell us provisions until the city is adequately repaired. With Robin redistributing the goods her team has stolen, the Amity project is completely stalled.
But we're so close. There has to be some way we can finish the tower.
There is. Declaring martial law.
Uh-oh.
You're not actually considering that, are you?
What's more important? Establishing communication to unite the world? Or appeasing a few city blocks?
Don't make it sound trivial when you know it isn't. You keep talking about how we just need a little more time, but you're not the one having to struggle.
We have all had to make sacrifices for the greater good. Mantle has had to bear a lot of the burden, yes, but...
They're bearing all of it! The longer this waiting game goes on, the harder each day gets for people down there. And now you want to send in more soldiers? You can't force people to fall in line. If you do that, you'll just be trading all of these problems for the Grim.
She's not wrong.
Please,
It's a tough
General
situation.
Ironwood. Squeezing Mantle this way, that kind of division plays right into Salem's hands. That's why Tyrion is here framing you.
Right. The reason we called you here in the first place. You're sure this was the man you saw?
Tyrion Callows was accused of murders all across Anima. A homicidal maniac who escaped justice when his prison transport was attacked by Grimm. After that, he was never seen again.
Well, he works for Salem.
Coincidence?
And he's
Attacked by
here.
Grimm?
If we ever had any doubts Atlas was Salem's next target, I think those are officially out the window.
But now we have a suspect. We can tell the people.
That a long-lost serial killer is loose in Mantle and the military has no idea where he is. Might make things worse before they get better.
I am so sick of secrets. If we just told everyone about Amity, about Salem...
We can't! If we talk about Amity now, we risk Salem's forces, who we know are here, working to sabotage it. If we tell them about Salem now, we risk falling to the Grim before we can reunite Remnant. We have to finish the tower. I want Robin Hill in custody. We can offer her a deal if she gets Mantle to cooperate.
We'll figure it out.
Anyone not assisting with Robin needs to focus on Tyrion. I want to know who he's working with, where he's hiding, what he's planning, and how exactly that video of Penny got all over my kingdom.
My kingdom. Irondad.
Do I make myself clear?
Perfectly,
Yes,
sir.
Yes, sir.
Ren.
Looks like we're
It's an
approaching
odd look.
51st.
Thanks again for the assist on this, you two. Now, we may all be split between different trucks, but we need to be ready to act as one in case Robin's team takes the bait. If your truck is hit, pursue immediately. Everyone else will move in as fast as possible. Going radio silent. Over.
Do you think we should have told Ironwood about Salem before he put so much on the line for Amity?
Sounds like you do.
I trust Ruby, but I think he deserves to know what he's stepping into. We all did. You don't agree?
Look around. The embargo, the military presence, the restrictions on assembly. He's a bit prone to overreacting.
Yeah, hard to argue with that. Still, he didn't have a lot of good options.
I'm not sure there are many good options left for any of us anymore. Keeping secrets, taking lives, it makes you wonder how far we're going to have to go to keep doing the right thing.
Blake, we did what we had to do.
I know, but next time, I want to make sure we don't have to. And I can
This
tell
is
you,
about Adam.
ambushing a huntress who's just trying to help isn't an option I'm thrilled about choosing.
Then maybe we shouldn't.
How is she doing?
She's confused, scared. We'll have her recorded visual data shortly. That should prove her innocence, but the damage has already been done. The things people are saying about her? If Penny hadn't been there, Robin would be...
I don't think Robin was their target. Salem's goal has always been to divide us. I think Penny was exactly where they wanted her. Just like at the Vital Festival.
And just like back then, someone is using our own technology against us. This doctored footage of Penny came from her work all around Manor. Stolen straight from our surveillance network.
Ugh, hacking. Technology. Why can't people just do what they used to and fight to the death? A lot simpler if you ask me.
Well, if we're dealing with
I
the
don't
same
disagree.
enemy from Beacon, hacking into Mantle's system would be simple. Fortunately, the rest of Atlas is running on an upgraded network.
And how would someone get access to that network?
Well, only a few people have clearance. Ironwood, the Council, our cybersecurity and surveillance leads, and maybe a select few who oversee critical systems like sewage or the heating grid.
The heating grid run in partnership with the Schneedas company.
What are you thinking?
I don't know yet, but something isn't right.
Daddy Dearest, maybe?
And how are you doing?
If Maria hadn't offered to help me these past weeks, I'd have likely collapsed by now. Getting a communications tower into the sky seems impossible on its own, but now, to think of what people want to do to my girl.
Even if the worst does happen, you can always reactivate her again. So maybe try not to worry so much.
There's a reason why Penny is the only one of her kind. When the General first challenged us to find the next breakthrough in defense technology, most of my colleagues pursued more obvious choices. I was one of the few who believed in looking inward for inspiration.
You wanted a protector with a soul.
I did. And when General Ironwood saw her, he did too. Much to my surprise, the Penny Project was chosen over all the other proposals.
Why would you be surprised? You created an artificial aura.
Not quite.
You gave her part of yours?
Whoa, that's heavy.
Each time I rebuild Penny, it takes a little more. If the people get their wish and she's destroyed, I won't be able to...
Oh.
We'll find whoever's responsible.
Like, it's like it literally makes her his
promise.
daughter. That's really cool, actually.
Robin.
Scramble! No, wait!
Why are they hands up?
Split up
Just
and
maybe just
regroup
being
at the
like,
hideout.
we come in peace.
Please stop! We just want to...
Whoa. Oh, she's pretty strong.
If Ironwood wants me, he'll have to send more than a couple of kids.
He is. Stopping the trucks alerted the ASOPs. We don't have long before they arrive, so please listen to us. You need to know the truth.
You're stalling.
Amity Coliseum, all of these supplies, they're for a new communications tower.
That doesn't make any sense.
A new tower means the kingdoms can
I know
finally...
what the tower means, fisticuffs. One of you take my hand.
What?
You said time is short. Either take it, or I'm gone. Tell me again, what is Ironwood building out in the tundra?
A new communications tower. He's trying to help everyone.
So she can tell the truth. So she can detect the truth.
Handy semblance.
Why keep that a secret?
Because he doesn't know who he can trust. Atlas isn't out to get anybody. The people murdering civilians in Mantle are just trying to make it look that way. And if those same people learned about Amity, they'd do everything in their power to destroy it.
So who are they? Who's actually behind this?
Yang, Blake, where are you?
Good question.
We can't tell you that part yet.
Bullshit.
Look, we are trusting you. So trust us when we say that Amity Tower needs to stay a secret until it's done. We just need a little more time.
Run! We'll throw them off! I won't stop until I know the whole truth.
So you have to go around touching people now to find out the whole truth.
It's right behind that door.
The Staff of Creation.
I hoped bringing you down here might jog some memories. After all, it was your idea to use the staff to lift Atlas off the ground.
I thought gravity dust kept Atlas afloat.
That's the public story. But with the staff, we have a constant, seemingly limitless energy source. Oz once speculated it could take us as high as we wanted. To tell you the truth, that served as the inspiration for the Amity Project. Get a communication tower up in the sky, higher than the Grim can survive, so we never lose contact with each other again.
But you're not using the staff to raise Amity.
The staff can only be used for one purpose at a time. We're going to have to do Amity the old-fashioned way, dust and all.
It feels strange, knowing a part of me helped come up with all this.
You'll get used to it, I'm sure. Eventually, you don't even know who's who anymore.
Right.
We did know we see eye to eye, but I wish I could ask Ozpin what he thought of all this.
Well, I can tell you what I think. The path you're heading down, where you're the only one with the answers, where you do the thing you think is right no matter the cost, it's not going to take you anywhere good.
It's always been a struggle.
We have to stop Salem. Nothing matters more.
Some things matter more, I think. Keeping our humanity. It's what makes us different from her.
Sometimes I worry that's her greatest advantage. Without humanity, does she still feel fear? Does she ever hesitate? When Salem hit Beacon, even with all my ships, all of my soldiers, I was no match for her. I've never felt so helpless. The way she told me she was there.
Whoa. Wait till you find out that she can't actually be killed?
It's okay to be afraid. You just can't let that fear control you.
I am not going to end up like Lionheart. Do you believe in me?
I don't
believe in you.
But not only you. I think the best thing you could do is sit down and talk with the people you're most afraid to.
Now you are starting to sound like him.
Cool. I don't believe in the you. I believe in the me that believes in the you, that believes that we can see this through. Hey.
Winter. What is it?
What's going on?
It looks like you're getting your wish.
My father's first act. We've all been invited to dinner, where the general will be defending his seat on the council.
Oh, shit. Not good. Well, that can't be in any way good, I guess. Ironwood has to defend now his seat, which probably is not going to be good. I mean, they're going to find all sorts of... Jacques is going to find all sorts of excuses for him to not maintain his seat, obviously, and that's just not going to be good for anybody. Overall, an okay episode. I mean, it's kind of slow. There's not that much going on. I mean, obviously, it's like, it just kind of like checks the whole aftermath of it all, but we did find out that Pietro had to give his soul in order to give his own aura in order to create Penny, and that's a pretty heavy burden. I mean, I don't think he would be able to reactivate her later without, doing severe damage to himself. But I thought that was that was a really nice touch. It kind of really creates that connection between them as, father and daughter. And it really speaks to how they are, inspired by the Pinocchio story with Geppetto and everything. We now know about the Staff of Creation. Now, I wonder, it's called the Staff of Creation, but it makes things levitate. Kind of a weird thing in my head a little bit, but I guess, every one of these artifacts, they have some kind of power, I guess, within them. Now, here's my big question, because they told the public that the gravity dust is responsible for keeping Atlas afloat. Is gravity dust a real thing or not? That's my question. And if it actually is, then why don't they actually use that to lift Amity? But anyway, itty bitty little details here and there. Anyway, this was a pretty nice episode. Looking forward to the next one. And if you would do as well, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, because it helps a lot. I'd like to tip my hat over to my hat gang over at twitch.tv/Akibana0. We run streams every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, 8:30 p.m. UK time. We play tons of games. We also have game nights every other Sunday. It's pretty fun. So yeah, that's going to do it for this one, guys. I'm going to catch you next time. Take care.